ladies and germs. Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
But first, we talk about two other things. The annexation of Crimea and... no.
And Slobodan Milosevic's downfall. We do this every podcast. We hate to, beat it to death.
But it's just something we're both really passionate about. No, first off, it's the Peaches and Hot Sauce Barbecue and Summer Solstice.
Yeah.
Which is June 21st at 5 p.m. at James D'Amato's apartment. It's going to be a good old time. Bring nothing but virgin sacrifices and leave nothing but footprints. And we also talk about the GDB QR 2014. That's the Great Dilettante Ball Quarter Race 2014, where Spencer and I race each other and you to collect all 50-some-odd state quarters made in the 90s to aughts. And I got 2. How many do you have?
I've got 0.
Tables are turning left and right here, ladies.
Well, they are, but I mean, it's easy for you to collect quarters when you had 2 to begin with.
I have got... Oh, it's so dark in here. I have Massachusetts, which you've already... No, that's... I have not... You have not gotten that one yet.
Does it have giant Tremaine on it?
I mean, it might as well. It's got a fella with a big, long rifle.
Oh, sure.
In front of Massachusetts,
Sure.
The outline, and it says the Bay State.
The Bay State. All right.
Not great.
It's all right.
I expected more.
Yeah.
In Colorado, which is just a beautiful mountain.
Does it say the Mile High State?
It says... Colorful Colorado.
I guess.
On a single colored silver coin. It's beautiful.
Does Colorado mean colored or red?
Colored red.
Colored red.
Oak. It means, it's an Indian word that means sticky weed. It
means dank nugs. Perp kush.
It means what's like a really famous strain of weed? I don't even know.
Gainesville Green.
Maui Wowie. It means Maui Wowie. I don't know anything about drugs.
No, neither do I.
You want to pull up a random article?
I don't have to do that.
Too bad.
Cannabis is the...
Oh, man.
What have we got, buddy?
Oh, my word. Fuck. This is...
Yeah? We're doing it.
Before I tell you the name of the article,
okay.
I'll tell you the last edit was 8 days ago.
Wow.
By Drove Through Ghosts.
Okay. 8 days ago. Okay, so this is not a popular article.
Yeah, for real.
What do we got?
The X-Files Season 5.
What's Drove by Ghost or whatever? What's he doing? Like, is he like binge watching all the X-Files on Netflix?
This is incorrect.
Yeah, right, for real.
I have no idea.
I've never watched the X-Files.
Me neither, and I've been wanting to.
It's on my queue for sure. But yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, that's scary.
Scary as fuck, right?
It seems like it might still be scary.
They've had 2 movies, I think?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
The 5th season of the science fiction television series The X-Files commenced airing... Okay, Drive Through Ghosts. Airing on the Fox network in the United States on November 2nd, 1997, concluding on the same channel, surprise, surprise, on May 17th, 1998, and contained 20 episodes. The season was the last in Vancouver, Canada.
Does it take place in Vancouver, or is it just where they filmed it?
Subsequent episodes would be shot in Los Angeles, California.
Huh.
I don't know if that means that... I don't know. I don't know
feel
what
like that means
means.
their budget got bigger.
Yeah.
I bet it's cheaper to film in Vancouver.
But this is worded weird in that I don't know if it was just filmed in Vancouver or if it took place in Vancouver and still took place in Vancouver but was shot in LA.
I don't know.
Weird. In addition, it was the first season of the show where the course of the story was planned in advance.
Were they just...
Fuck it, we'll wing it.
Larry David was the head writer, yeah.
Due to the 1998 The X-Files feature film being filmed before it, but scheduled to be released after.
Okay. And that doesn't make it... This is the first 4 seasons were just like on the fly every day?
That's crazy.
I don't even
maybe
each episode is standalone?
Right.
Okay. And season 5 was leading up to the movie, maybe?
That's, I guess.
Okay.
If you're writing a TV show that's very...
spooky?
Spooky, yeah. How do you keep from getting scared?
Yeah, right.
When you're all alone and writing.
Like, you can only write during the day and has to be
With
like
all the lights on,
yeah,
really loud music playing.
at a Starbucks.
Yeah. No, if it's an episodic show or something like Arrested Development or, I mean, not most shows, a lot of shows. How do you coordinate with everyone?
Because everyone's writing their own episodes or whatever.
Right, but it also all has to make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if there was a head writer who just wrote out the real rough, like tentpole moments through each episode, and then the other people just flesh it out.
So I don't care what happens here, but Danny has to fall into a well.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the episode,
however it happens, Danny has to fall into a well.
And everything else is yours to flesh out during the episode, right? That's probably what it is.
We should make a show. We just cracked it. We cracked the code.
We cracked the code, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I never really watched X-Files or even Are You Afraid of the Dark? I didn't even play video games like GoldenEye or anything just because it was too scary for me.
GoldenEye?
Yeah.
I was big into Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack.
Okay.
And there was a show on Sci-Fi called Sightings, which was about UFOs and Bigfoots and whatnot.
Yeah, sure.
Man, and I still on Netflix. There are so many monster shows. It's crazy.
Netflix is the place for like B-roll, like B film shit.
Well, I don't want to watch monster movies. I want to watch
monster documentaries.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's like my favorite.
Yeah.
Even when it's fake.
Right.
And it's like, oh yeah, the two dudes like, oh, this is how we make crop circles. I love that.
Oh yeah, I do too. That's kind of fun.
Oh, so cool.
Netflix is also lousy with Mystery Science Theater. Have you noticed that? There's tons of Mystery Science Theater.
No shit.
Yeah. Well, I
had no idea.
Tipped you off. There you go. Now you're gonna have a full week full of. I don't know, man.
What a cool thing that they made money off of.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is what everyone is doing.
Right.
Pay us.
Right. Yeah, we're just gonna film ourselves. Well, I mean, obviously they're very funny guys.
Sure, for sure.
But they were probably doing that for like 10 years.
I mean, yeah. If you're funny, you're gonna watch a movie and be funny.
Right.
That's the same as like the kid, like the Korean kids who are making millions off of playing like StarCraft or whatever.
Oh, right. I was gonna do this anyway, but you're gonna pay me for it?
Okay.
Sure. Right.
I won't tell you that this is not a real thing that I should be getting paid for.
You know how they like rate those people? I don't know the exact terms, but it's essentially like clicks per minute
for StarCraft.
Yeah. So like it's something like that, or like actions per minute or something like that, or actions per click. So basically, they can do like a billion things. Like let's say it's 10,000 things. They can do 10,000 things in 1 minute. And like an American could do like 5,000 things in 1 minute.
Aren't they limited by the game? Like, can't your dudes only? So is there?
It's not about the movement thing. It's about micromanaging. So like while you're clicking these people to go here, you're clicking back to your base and having that do something, and in the meantime you're doing something else. So it's all like keyboard shortcuts and finger. It's crazy.
I have a friend who he's into competitive Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
I think it's Mortal Kombat. Or maybe Tekken, okay. Competitive Tekken.
Sure.
But he doesn't go and compete, but he's like an amateur competitive Tekken. Like he knows a lot of the stuff, but he doesn't do it.
Okay.
So there's a specific way that they hold their PlayStation controllers that isn't the standard like way that you hold a controller.
But it's ideal for Tekken.
Mm-hmm. You hold.
There's a way for Xbox with Halo that I'll talk about in a minute here.
I'm excited to hear about that because I'm a Halo fiend.
Okay. So what's the Tekken thing? They're playing on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't remember what they do with the left hand. I think it's held normally. If not, both hands are held the same in this weird way. But the right hand is definitely, you don't use your thumbs, you use your other fingers. So
your four fingers are on top instead of your thumb being on top.
Yeah, so you can like mash multiple buttons at once.
Oh, instead of being your thumb, just one thumb moving around.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's insane to watch people play. It's crazy.
I would love to watch just those people doing it with it. Yeah, that sounds really cool. And it's kind of more like an arcade or an arcade.
Right.
You would have the joystick and then the 4 buttons or whatever. Mm-hmm. Interesting. I like that. The Halo. I don't know if people still do this or what. Maybe they still do.
Because you were big into Halo for Halo 1 and 2, probably. Right?
Halo 2, I got real big into it.
Because then the 3. and on were on 360, so they changed up the controls.
Yeah, and I
so
and I didn't have a 360, so I kind of fell out of it. But for Halo 2, and I didn't play like this just because like I wasn't competing. I was just playing with friends or whatever.
Sure.
But it was called, what was it called? Like, it was like the claw grip or something like that. So in Halo, you could, well, without getting into the specifics, basically there's different ways to map your buttons or
Sure.
whatever. And you would just, instead of having all four of your fingers on the bottom of the controller, you'd like have your bottom two fingers on the bottom to like control
For the trigger.
for the triggers, and then the top two would be over the controller. So your thumb would be manipulating the joystick so you can move your head around and aim, whereas the top two fingers
fuck.
you'd use to like throw grenades or hit or stuff like that. So
That seems uncomfortable.
well, I didn't do it, so yeah. So that's what you do. So that way you basically had access to every single button at the same time without having to take your thumb off of anything.
Weird.
Yeah, so kind of the same concept, except you still need those bottom buttons.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I
There
never
you
did
go.
that again. They just made controllers, by the way.
Right.
That had those buttons underneath. So
No,
you didn't
fuck
have
it.
Right.
I bet in the community it was like, that guy's a pussy.
Right. Unless he's break, it's like a foot,
And then they all have
binding.
like and then they all have like crazy casts and shit on their hands. I played so fucking hard.
Yeah, right.
I had a friend, my roommate actually, all through college, was a fucking asshole about Halo.
Yeah.
We would play Halo
All the time.
constantly,
Sure.
constantly,
It was the best.
and he was really good.
Okay.
Fine,
Sure.
but he was a fucking cocksucker about it.
In what way?
He would just, if it was just us playing, because he would play a lot more than the rest of us.
Sure. Like online or whatever.
Yeah, sure. So he was obviously going to be significantly better.
Right. Put in the hours.
And if we just wanted to play for just having
Like
a
a
good
half
old
an hour
time,
before,
yeah,
right.
just whatever. He would get so into it, and he would beat us, which is fine. But then he would trash talk like a fucking asshole, and he would like hump us, the humping thing.
Yeah.
He would hump us, but it was like just us playing, and he was just like being a dick to us.
Well, you know what it is?
That's the only thing he was good at in the
That's
world.
Exactly. Yeah. The rest of his life was shitty and it was falling apart, and he felt bad about himself. He had low self-esteem. The one thing he can do, he's going to make sure you fucking know that he's the best. And when you all never talk to him ever again, joke's on him, I guess. So, I don't know. It kind of sucks, right? Shouldn't you just share your talents with people?
Sure, you should.
Rather than walling yourself off. Like, oh, cool, you're the best. I'm never going to play with you again, so enjoy, being an asshole by yourself.
He died in a car crash.
Good for him.
No, he's fine. He's a good dude.
Ugh, he didn't die in that car crash.
Yeah, he was the only survivor in that car crash.
Well, it was his hand-eye coordination that saved him. His seatbelt was off, but he real quick just
he was
snicked
real
it.
good at driving warthogs. So
Yeah.
he figured out exactly how to time the crash so that
Yeah.
he could either save himself or all the puppies in the passenger seat, and he saved himself. And I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either, yeah. This is not related to that at all, but it's something that just happened to us this past weekend I think we should talk about.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Fuck.
So
Blast down
huge blast down
to the city of Sandusky.
Yeah.
To Cedar Point.
Yeah. To Ohio, the state of Ohio.
But shout out to Travelodge Port Clinton.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So Johnny. Okay. So Johnny and I and some other friends, Patrick.
Friend of the show.
Patrick Bodenhausen, and then their significant others. So it's 5 of us. Me, Johnny, and Patrick, and significant others. We drove to Ohio for a big road trip, go to Cedar Point.
5-hour drive.
5-hour drive. We left after work. We didn't get to Cedar Point, we didn't get to our hotel till like 2 in the morning.
Because you lose an hour.
You do lose
Who
an hour.
knew?
We did not. We should have. So here we are in the hotel room. We get maybe 5 hours of sleep. We wake up the next day. We're so excited. We get the continental breakfast. And we're good in the car. We're going to go to Cedar Point, guys. We're going to spend all day, 10 to 10. 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
For those of you that don't know, Cedar Point is like the roller coaster capital of the
world.
universe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. I'll hook you up with links.
Sure. And that being said, we're from Florida. We know a thing or two about roller coasters and theme parks. This apparently is...
This has been, honest to goodness, a dream of mine to
Sure.
go to this place for
Probably since you were 10.
I mean, yeah, like 20 years.
Yeah, right. So we're driving. We get to Cedar Point, or we get within. We can see Cedar Point in the
We see the
distance.
Snoopy sign.
Yeah, we can see all the roller coasters, and they look crazy, and we're all freaking out. And we're kind of sitting in traffic a little bit, sitting around, and all of a sudden, people start saying to us out of their windows of their cars next to us, "Hey, the park's closed because a water main broke." And we were like, "Yeah, right." And then, sure enough, Patrick got on his phone, and Cedar Point was closed because a water main broke in the city of Sandusky.
So it was the main water main leading to the park. So no toilets, no sinks, no nothing.
The water park didn't work, obviously. So basically, they were closed the entire weekend. So we drove 5 hours there, only to turn right around and drive 5 hours back.
But on the plus side, we went to Fazoli's and a Culvers, which we had never been to.
We had never been.
Fantastic custard.
So shout out to Fazoli's and to
Absolutely.
Culvers. But I don't know. So
Man, what an awful weekend.
That was terrible. But we are going to go back to Cedar Point in a couple weeks.
We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, we'll report back hopefully. We'll podcast live from Millennium Force.
That'd be.
It'd just be like, yeah, right. Yeah. So that was a great weekend.
I mean, that was probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
They haven't had a closure like that in 10 years. Like literally 10 years.
I mean, that was.
So it was a good weekend. It made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie.
I hated it.
It was really funny.
Fucking funny, but
yeah, it was.
God damn it. Oh, God damn it.
So, yeah, I don't know. What's gonna happen when we drive out next weekend?
I mean, it's gonna be closed as fuck.
It's gonna be the most closed of all time. A bomb's gonna explode in the park, and
I either want it to. If a bomb does explode in the park, now you
it.
are suspect number one.
Yeah, I am for sure.
How
crazy would that be if I end up going to jail because I said that on the podcast?
But right, that'd be insane.
That would suck, right?
I hope it does happen.
I do too, but I don't really. I hope it does, just for everyone else. The greater good, I would say. It's funny for more people.
It's a good bit. It's a good bit.
It's a really funny bit.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Sweet.
I don't want to kill myself. I either want it to be open next time we go, or every time we try to go to be closed.
I would have loved that so
How
much.
crazy would it be if we tried to go like
3 or 4 times?
6 times.
Every time
closed every fucking time.
But it's a different thing each time.
Yeah,
for sure. Salmonella outbreak.
That'd be insane.
Yeah.
Apparently, people were already in the park.
Yes.
Right, because we saw rides going.
We did.
I read about it. People were in the park and they were like, you guys have to leave because we can't flush your poop.
Yeah, and they gave them refunds.
Yeah, that's fucked up because they wouldn't give us refunds.
They did not give us refunds. Yeah.
Shame on you, Cedar Point. Blast down.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Go, do us a favor. Go online. Go on iTunes. Write a review of us. In the review, mention how mad you are at Cedar Point. If you have the time, tweet at Cedar Point. Probably at Cedar Point is their handle.
Yeah, probably.
Tell them suck it. Tell them
Dilettante Ball said to suck it.
Yeah. Boom.
Smell you later.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. Peaches. Hot sauce.